Hi, this is John Harney, and this is my friend
Don Alejandro.
and this is Two Grumpy Men on Taxes. Now, this is tax season, and I had to. I work at an accounting firm, and I prepare taxes, and I had to explain to my daughter what tax season means, and she had this wonderful response and insight towards it, and it went somewhere around trying to explain to her how a person works, and the government then taxes the person on those earnings. And my daughter turned to me and said, "Well, that's stupid, and isn't that stealing?" And I had to pause myself and try to explain to her that some of the money goes to run government, and her response was, "Well, why would they want to give it to anybody else? Don't they know that you work hard?" And it was the most telling thing about our tax system when an 8-year-old has the insight to see kind of what's really going on, and we adults are just kind of oblivious to it. So anyway, I wanted to share that with our viewers, and I want to share that with you because an 8-year-old was like, "Isn't that stealing?"
Yeah, well, once again, this is basically the boiling frog strategy, where it's crept up on us to the point where a lot of people are asleep about it. They just don't see it. You also mentioned it's like the games we play, where they change the rules until it's a completely different thing than we start, and we don't want to play anymore. Now, the main point is that neither of us would mind if the money actually did something.
Right.
There are legitimate uses for the money. I'm perfectly okay with the case of disability. Okay, you're working on the job, X, Y, and Z happens, you are no longer able to work. Yeah, lightning strikes. We as a community, as a state, as a civilization have an obligation.
I don't mind paying for education if we actually educate people. If we actually get educated people, I don't mind paying for education. But we have to educate our people, and our kids are not getting educated correctly.
Exactly. And again, some health issue. Again, we have that obligation, but unfortunately, too much of the money, I think it's 59% last I checked, is social programs. Now, to be clear, there is a distinction between acute misfortune and chronic bad decision making, and we are subsidizing bad decision making, and we're subsidizing to the point where it's making it hard for people to not play ball.
Well, the thing is that the whole idea of Social Security was supposed to create a safety net for the future of the middle class.
Right.
All right. It was a way of putting money away from your paycheck, so that when you retired at a certain age, you'd be able to get that money back.
Right.
The problem is, I'll never see that. And the way that the economy has developed, it is an irrelevant tax.
Yes.
Because I take the same